to the poorhouse, where the smoke is smooth, the pores run deep, and the conversation never stops. From the big plays on the field to the bold flavors of cigars and spirits. This is your place. Pull up a chair. It's time to pour one out. Pour one out for the stories untold. Let the rhythm warm your soul. Here at the Poorhouse, we keep it real. Every word, every sip, feel the blues reveal. Step in the scene. Gom's laid back, tone is legit. Bassline thumping while we all take a sip. Stories unfold on these well-worn stools. Truth in the air, yeah, we break all the rules. Cigar smoke dancing with the scratch of the deck. Microphone check, real talk, what the heck? 1 foot in the past, 1 foot on the beat. We pour out respect, feel the heat in the street.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Poorhouse.
What up?
On this Thursday, January 22nd. Thirsty Thursday, gentlemen.
Yes. What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
people?
Hey, cheers to the people out there. Welcome to the Poorhouse.
To the Poorhouse.
Good to
And,
see everyone.
Cheers.
Yes, I am Joseph Buell, one of your hosts, and let me introduce you to my co-host down here.
Yes, sir. J Real in the building. Reggie Reg.
That's what's up. James in the building. You already know.
Yes, we are ready for Winter Storm 2026. I hope we all survive. If we don't,
Just keep the power.
I hope you got to watch this episode before we all didn't make it. You know, hopefully this is not
Yeah.
our final
What's
episode.
What's that hotel they say? Hey,
Yeah.
we'll keep the light. Just keep the lights on.
Check
Yeah,
out
A Motel 8 or 6. Whatever the hell it is.
Just keep the lights on.
You
Yeah.
say you could check out, but you can never leave. I thought, okay,
But you
I'm
know
glad it
what's
wasn't
up?
Hotel California.
That's really going to suck, though. If the power go out and we can't watch no football.
It ain't going out. It ain't gonna
I
do
got
us
a
like that.
generator, and I don't care what the generator. I don't
Don't
need it
do
for
us
anything
like
else. How pissed the neighbors are
Well,
going to
we got laptops and smartphones and tablets.
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
gonna
plug
watch it some kind of
Yeah,
way.
go to my car and plug in my
We
foot
gonna
back
watch
there.
it some kind
Be
of
nice and warm in my truck. And
Think about a smart TV. You pop that joker on a cord through the car, put it on in the garage.
yeah. No. In all seriousness, folks, definitely take care of yourself.
Yes.
Definitely make some preparations. Hopefully, it'll be all for naught. But hopefully, we're not gonna have to go through that. So,
Right.
but wishing everybody a safe winter, whatever happens, ice storm, whatever.
Yeah, don't take it light, man. You never know what could happen.
Absolutely. So make that proper preparations, gentlemen. What do we drink? Well, Reg, what are we drinking on? James is in. He is supporting all of you who are no drink.
No drink.
What do they call
dry
it?
January, dry
January.
February,
March.
March,
I don't.
April, May, June,
Dry
July.
2026. So
Yeah.
if you've chosen to stay dry for the first part of January, James is
More
with
power
you
to
in
you.
spirit. I am not. I am with you in spirit, if you know what I'm talking about. But
I have the spirit right in my
spirit?
hand.
What spirit are we talking about?
This is the Jim Beam Winter Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon with notes of vanilla and cinnamon. It's a smooth drink, 43% alcohol volume, 86 proof. I definitely taste the vanilla and cinnamon. Not extremely sweet or nothing like that, but you can taste hints of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good taste.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
not a
know.
flavor. It's not a flavored whiskey, right? But it's definitely got some good tone, like heavier than usual tones.
Yeah.
For those items. And it's not an expensive bottle. I don't know if it's still out anymore. It was I want to say I bought it, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that. But anyways, it definitely fits with the vibe of Winter Storm and all that fun stuff.
Winter Storm.
Yeah. If you're looking to stay warm, I say it will make you will be warm, but you will feel warm.
Yes.
let's put it that
Marshmallows
way.
by the fire pit, along with some
Yeah,
Winter
yeah,
Reserve.
yeah. So don't go sit in the snow and drink this because you may not be back up with us the next day.
Definitely good.
Yeah, gentlemen. Well, so as we prep, we've got some big things going on right now, and in sports and stuff like that. But I want to bring up a funny story and really ask you a question, gentlemen. What would you do to win a gold medal? How far would you go?
How far would I
don't
go
know.
as far as
How
what am
far?
I doing?
So, okay, would you put a condom with acid on your pecker?
No, sir.
What is the reason behind it?
No, sir.
So I'm gonna give you the story. So for all our Norwegian fans, you're probably gonna hate us. So leading up to the Winter Olympics, right? I guess a few months ago or at some point, the Norwegian, it's like a ski. I don't know which. They're like a ski. I want to say it's like the ski sport where they kind of jump in the air and they,
Right.
they kind of straighten their body up.
Oh,
You know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
like
Like,
the like the hang glide, like
yeah,
ski.
yeah. So anyways, so the Norway, which is supposedly actually really, really like considered like the premier team for this, sport and whatnot.
Mhm.
So there was so they caught them on video. I don't know who caught them. The story's out there, but the ski jumping team. So they have video recorded them padding their crotches. And I guess it came out that they were putting sulfuric acid. I think it's sulfuric acid, some form of acid
What does
in a
that do?
condom, and it puts in a pecker and they put it over their pecker. Because what it does, and I didn't know this, is it causes your area to get extremely like bulge. So where the
So
gap, so they're
large.
trying to enlarge. So they essentially they enlarged it so that way it would fill in that space and it would make them more aerodynamic.
Oh no. Well, I'm not going that
All
far.
right, so would
Hell
you
no.
put a condom full of acid?
So guess what?
Anything that could burn me in that spot, never.
What's the long term effect?
Actually, it doesn't sound like there's any kind of. At least I haven't
I'm
heard
not.
any long
I'm
time.
not taking the chance.
I
You
ain't
know,
gonna try it out.
I mean, but
Ain't nobody doing that.
maybe they found this out doing other activities. They're like, hey, who needed Viagra? They could just hold on, give me some of that acid.
Well,
But
you ain't about to put that in no, but no.
I don't know, man. So, and just crazy, crazy thing. So, yeah, but I mean, I guess there was some padding involved too. So, I guess
No.
it's anything to keep
Yeah,
that
it couldn't.
area
Have,
to
it
make
couldn't
it
have been.
more.
It couldn't have been raw dog on it.
No,
It had to be
I have
just packed
no.
in there.
I
some
don't
kind
want to
of way.
know. The things that I will probably would not ask questions
No.
or want to know about. But anyway, so obviously they're being suspended, and
Yeah, I'm
just,
good.
a little controversy leading into the Olympics, which are coming up. So, anyways, well, what are we smoking? Before let's get to
Ooh.
serious topics.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, I have the privilege again. Nicaraguan. It's the J.C. Newman Cigar Company. Very good smoke. It's an everyday smoker, more like a factory smoke from the like I said, J.C. Newman Cigar Company is more like a factory smoke because they have the quorum as well. But this Havana, it's a Nicaraguan leaf. Not sure about the fill. I don't know if it's Nicaraguan filler and leaf, but it's definitely a good smoke. Full body, good on the draw. You taste notes of pepper, hints of cocoa. It's a good draw. You can see the ashes forming, so it's burning nice and slow. And we on.
Indeed. That's what's up. I took it back today, man. One of the Drew Estate factory smokes. Real economic cigar.
And
Economical cigar.
Good every day.
economically responsible.
Absolutely. That's not a high price cigar at all, man. But a lot of stuff they use is what they use on some of the higher end stuff, so you get a good smoke out of it. It's essentially the leftovers from all the other stuff that they put out. But it's a 660, and it's a Gordo Habano, sun-grown Indonesian Banda, and Indonesian filler, and it's a medium body. So, but it's a pretty good smoke. I had it plenty of times.
Yeah, I like
it.
those.
It just burn even,
Oh.
and it don't give you a whole bunch of crazy notes. It's just a smooth burn, man, all the way through.
Yeah.
I like those when you just want to smoke, but you don't want to pull your best out.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
looked in the humidor. I said, you know what? I didn't want nothing that was too big. I said, I'm gonna just get one of these, burn it down. It's gonna burn good. It's gonna do exactly what it need to do for me.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, I am continuing my Rocky Patel
Your Rocky journey.
tour. Yeah,
Okay.
my Rocky Patel tour. This is the Rocky Patel vintage 1990. Take it back. Not as old as I am, but almost as old as I am.
Yeah.
Good smoke. This is actually one of my favorites. One of my favorite Rocky Patels. When I first started smoking Rocky Patels, I think this was probably the second or third Rocky Patel I tried, but one of my favorites. Got some just like real earthy, leathery tones. Definitely, I say, not kind of like a mix between a medium to full body.
Mhm.
It just depends on where you're at because actually it starts off pretty mild and then that spicy, leathery, earthy notes kind of really hit you in the middle. At least that's what they do for me, and it actually kind of finishes like that a little bit.
Ooh.
Pretty good stuff. So maybe I'll have to smoke me, or maybe we'll have to smoke us some cigars over the next few days,
Yes.
just to keep warm.
Yeah.
We'll say a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Well, gentlemen, we had a college football championship. Did you guys get to watch it at all?
Man. Every second of it.
It was
Okay.
a great game. I think a lot of people got surprised, that I won't say surprised. Maybe people didn't think it would be a one-sided game, but it was definitely entertaining, close. Miami definitely had their
Absolutely.
chances to win.
Multiple chances.
But shouts out to Fernando Mendoza.
Absolutely.
He definitely led his team to the victory and won the national championship. Congrats to Indiana.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. I wanted Miami to win, right? But if you go back to the podcast we did right before, I said, you know what, man? I know Indy gonna win. I know they're gonna win, but I want Miami to win so bad. I just wanted Miami to get them one. But Indy did the unthinkable, man. The boys went undefeated, 16-0 season. And that's the first time in that school's history that that's ever been done. So kudos to them, man. And Fernando Mendoza, he did everything he needed to do to will his team to a win.
Yeah, sky's the limit for him.
Absolutely.
Next level, Las Vegas Raiders, they probably
How about say so? Guaranteed number one pick.
I believe so.
Yeah, he'll go number one.
So put your money on it. Carlos Mendoza, number one pick, Raiders.
It's almost sad because you already know going to the Raiders, it's like them laying on your deathbed because you already know ain't shit happening out there with them Raiders.
But I will say this, because obviously the Raiders still looking for coaches, and I'm actually going to ask you guys questions about some coaches and all that kind of the shift in landscape of the NFL here in a little bit. But I mean, really, he is going to an organization that potentially could have a really good head coach, and if they can, depending on who they hire, right? So if they get the right head coach, then you got the number one pick, so you got your quarterback, right? So whoever you're going to make your coach has to be really sold or probably a good offensive guy, or a good fit for Mendoza, right? But then they got like $100 million, I think, and like their
Cap space. Yeah.
Well, they have a bunch of money. I don't know if it's $100 million. They got a lot. I didn't check it right before this, but I know they were one of the heavier ones where they had some cap space. So I mean, you could really turn that team around.
Well, here's the deal. It's the GM. He gonna have to find the coach that complements what Mendoza does.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna build around that, if that's your quarterback, you got to get somebody that likes him for one.
Oh yeah.
Likes his skill set, what he brings.
Yeah.
And then you build around that, because if you just go get a coach for the name, that's not necessarily saying it's gonna work.
They might get your man out there and at the Raiders.
Who's that?
From the Cowboys. Number two.
Number two
receiver.
Pickens. Oh yeah.
They might get Pickens
I don't
there
think
and give him
maybe.
because they can afford to give him that contract that he's looking for.
But I mean, the Cowboys can too. So I mean, Pickens. I mean, if they want to let Pickens go, maybe they make that call. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird trade situation where they maybe
he might be
sign
the
him.
trade pick for
Max Crosby.
for Max Crosby.
If they tag, obviously Pickens and that.
Yeah, I don't
trade
think
and then
you
trade
guys
him.
don't have to be in a rush to sign Pickens.
Yeah, because
So-
we can franchise. I mean, you want to clear the $28 million because I think that's what the franchise tag would be. So I don't know. Well, but it could be a good situation. But I will tell you what they need to do. They need to fix that offensive line, because I don't care who the hell the quarterback is. If Mendoza's on his ass 24 hours a
There
day,
you go.
he won't matter if Jerry Rice is out there in his prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they drafted
Yeah.
they running back last year, so
Yeah.
if he's gonna be the guy, he struggled this year a little bit, but again, that
Yeah.
was because the line was not good.
Good. Yeah. And I mean, I think if they were smart, they go back, and I don't know if they make that Genty pick again.
Right.
They might pick an offensive line, maybe like somebody like that. Right. I think the tackle that came out that I think went to the Jets, he ended up being pretty good. So,
Yeah.
but long story short, Mendoza
Yes.
looked really
Yeah.
good. Now the other side of the coin, obviously with Miami, I don't know if Michael Irvin gave Mendoza the belt, but to go ahead and let him just say a little, maybe turn a little turnaround on my boy Michael Irvin. But
Yeah.
I think if you look at Miami, really you can't hang your head down.
Oh, no,
I mean,
not
I
at
think
all.
they played really well. I think the
they had a
defense
good
played
season.
pretty solid.
They played well. Like, now it's just the regroup for them. Then
Yeah.
they have Malachi Tony coming back, who was a true
Yep.
freshman.
Yep.
they'll
figure out the
add some more
quarterback.
pieces through the portal. They'll be right back at it next year.
Yeah, I think they just signed my man. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget his name, but he's coming out. He's like one of the higher transfer portal guys for defensive end. So it sounds like they're reloading defensively too. So curious to see how Miami comes back. I don't know without the quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know how far they're gonna go.
is the guy is Bain? Is he coming out?
No, Bain's going. Yeah, Bain's going to the NFL.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Bain
yeah,
and
Bain is
Mesidor are
going.
going to
Okay,
the NFL.
right.
Mesidor is damn near 100 years old. That dude is 25 years old.
In my draft, they have you guys picking him.
Yes, Mel Kiper. I had us picking him. I don't know. It just depends because you got a guy with 2 bad feet that have had some work done on his feet, right? But obviously, you see the skill set. He looked amazing. I mean, him and Bain. I mean, Bain
I'll
really
take
looked
Bain
like a
off the-
monster.
See, that's gonna be the challenge. Some people might look at. I know you need a quarterback.
Yeah.
But do the Raiders just go with the best athlete?
Yeah,
And
right.
go with Bain?
Nah, but you got to have a quarterback.
Yeah, that's
bro.
right. I know.
Oh,
you gotta have a
No, you
quarterback.
don't pass. I don't think you
Yeah.
pass the quarterback up, right? I mean, you're gonna have to figure out a way to get him and give him
Mhm.
at least an offensive line, hopefully a
Well, I
weapon.
mean, they might end up keeping your man and not trading him.
Who?
Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Max Crosby still had what? Hell, I think he might have had double-digit sacks.
Well, yeah, and then he went out, and they kind of had a little bit of a falling out because they put him on the season-ending IR. He did not want to go on the
Yeah.
season
Because he could still play.
because he felt like but the season was over. But when you're in the NFL, you only get so many games.
Yeah.
You want to
Right.
play them all, obviously, as a
Right.
player, especially a guy like Max.
Yeah, especially if you ain't going nowhere. You gotta. Some people you gotta sit it out.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that could change his mind though, man. If they pick
It could.
Mendoza up and they pick up another like number 1 receiver,
Right.
and
Sure.
now you know that you still got Genty. And
Yeah.
Genty ain't no bad running back.
No.
So whenever you see you got pieces in place that could potentially make your team better, he want to play anyway.
For sure.
So he ain't just gonna he not gonna hold out and not play. Yeah, he gonna come back and play.
Yeah.
If they choose not to trade him, then hell, they might have a decent season.
Yeah, and I think we'll see. I mean, we'll see, and I think off-season talks coming, and hopefully we'll be having some more off-season talk. I think with the
Right.
NFL, and we'll kind of probably break it down maybe by the division. Obviously, we got to pick some games here and talk a little bit about the playoffs and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Mm.
But I think we had a good championship game. Again, congratulations.
definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
Back to Miami, man.
Yeah, Miami. Miami had a hell of Beck. Unfortunately,
I mean, we'll see where Beck ends up at, man. Like if he does go in the draft, or if he go undrafted, you never know.
He'll be
He'll get
undrafted, but he'll be
I think
picked.
he's getting drafted. I think you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Round pick.
Yeah,
If
he'll
somebody-
definitely make a roster. Yeah.
But if somebody falls in love with him, I mean, he could be a 3rd-round guy if somebody feels like maybe he could be a starter one day in the NFL. I don't know.
Yeah. I know he'll make a roster now. Whether what he does with it,
Yeah.
I know he'll make a roster.
Yeah, 100%. So, but yeah, no, I can, because actually draft talk I could do probably all day long. But
Yeah.
we're gonna move off to college and stuff. We'll talk a little bit. Let's actually jump back in and do a little quick update on.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on.
What are we talking about?
Miami, bro. Before we get
Okay.
past Miami,
Miami. Oh,
as
man.
far as how that game went, right? Whenever we watching everything, watching the breakdown of the game, it was coaching, man. It was
sure.
coaching. And the reason I feel like it was coaching is because we saw so many 3-and-outs where Miami ran the ball every single down and didn't attempt to pass.
Well, see that's Miami style though. See, their style is try to sustain long drives and wear you down, and it starts with the run.
But no
I
passing at all.
I agree with you. Thought they overdid it with trying to run too much.
Bro,
and when
listen.
they finally started passing, things started working.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should have gave, if they would have gave a few more opportunities to throw instead of doing all them passes, they might have put themselves in a better situation.
Because you could tell he was frustrated, and that probably led him to not really get in the flow of the game like he should.
And then all the running back to back, and that's the shit that left you in your own territory whenever you had to kick the punt, and that blocked punt is what ended the game.
Yeah, I think they were trying to wear Indiana down, with the run game, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, but the run game wasn't
It
working.
just wasn't working.
Well, the Miami had that. I mean, they had that one big breakout run for the Miami. I mean that.
But that's because the pass started going down. Then Fletcher had the breakout
They
run.
started.
Well, I think they
passing the
just
ball,
started
bro.
right because I think they were trying to force Fletcher a little bit to take the pressure off Beck because obviously I think we saw what happened at the end with Beck, throwing the pick. I mean, Beck's not the kind of guy you probably want to
Right.
be putting game in
Yeah,
his
but
hands. And again,
he could
maybe
have threw the ball more on all them drives that they went 3 and out.
I
Yeah,
think
but
if
I
they were a
thought
little
they
bit more balanced.
Yeah,
between the
I
two.
thought they didn't use my man till late. I thought they didn't use him enough early.
was
Malachi
that?
Tony. I thought they
Yeah.
should have used Tony early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Malachi Tony. I mean, I think
He had a
he
great
kinda,
game.
yeah. I
Use
mean, once
him.
100%. And I mean, Miami definitely came to play, and they had a chance to win it there at the end.
Yeah, they
Definitely,
did.
definitely.
So,
And
I
matter
mean,
of fact, that cornerback just made a hell of a jump on a play on the ball. Now the
Oh,
ball
yeah.
could have been thrown a little higher, but
Yep.
he jumped up in the air to get
kind
there.
of put, yep, 100%,
Yeah,
man.
did a hell of a play.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I mean, you're playing, I mean, Indiana, which, you really look at their roster and they just have like some dudes that nobody would have thought. Like, I mean, Isaiah Pons, 5'9", 170 pounds, playing cornerback. And you're thinking, and you watch him against some of these receivers and you're like, he
Right.
looks like a dwarf.
Right.
But then he hits them and you're like, man, this dude just doesn't miss tackles.
Oh, yeah.
But
He's
you know
always in
what?
position to
But you can
cover.
blame Miami for that too, bro. Because if you see that this man is running down here and he interrupting all your plays, you got to change it up. You got to send a heavy hitter his way.
Yeah.
You got to send like the running back. I would have sent the running back straight at him.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
punished him, bro.
Well, see, that's what I
yeah.
thought Indiana did with Black.
Yep.
Now he was running hard.
Black,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. Black
he was
and
running
Black
hard.
and Hemby, but
Yeah.
yeah, those both those guys. And, and I think that comes down to, they just had a game plan that, was that wore on Miami over long term. They
Yeah.
made enough plays, but that run by Mendoza too. I mean, let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I know,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
India.
That
That
was
thing was
crazy.
incredible music, and I thought, man, that's like, you hear rising.
That was his moment.
Like that was like the Mendoza moment,
that was
right?
his
That was the
moment right
Mendoza
there.
moment where he that run and the spin, and then you look at the stands. His mom's up there, and his dad, and his
And he
aunt.
sacrificed his body when he dove in that end zone.
Yeah, he took a few hits now.
Yeah.
He definitely took a few
He
hits.
definitely. There's some strong family genetics on the female side there.
Just
Boy, he
like his
looks just
mama.
like his
Oh,
mama.
yeah,
And
definitely.
then his brother looks just kind of like all of it too.
Look,
So, my God.
identical.
Oh, and
Identical.
he transferring.
Yeah.
Yeah, his brother.
brother,
Yeah,
yeah.
like immediately. Like
Yeah.
like the next day I saw it, I was like,
Yes, he said, y'all ain't about to put that pressure on me. I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
well, I almost wonder if like maybe his brother kind of got like, hey, I'm gonna play on the team, and that's how they got Mendoza to come there.
Right.
Is by saying, hey, like we'll put your brother, and you guys can say you
Right.
played
And
together.
then he probably knows Signetti
Yeah.
ain't really going to
Signetti-
use him. Yeah.
Well, I think they already brought in a quarterback.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they
another
did.
quarterback. So in
Yeah.
the transfer portal. So
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, a
Bruh.
great.
It was a great game.
Hell of a
Great
game.
One
We went down. We were trying to ride with Miami.
We were.
Like
Yeah,
Michael and Jimmy and all.
Yeah,
that.
I went with I stuck with Indiana, man.
Bro.
They was doing it all year.
I mean, I knew it, bro. I knew it because it got so much, man. It would be hard for any team to beat them, which they proved because they went 16-0.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so for them, the way they played, man, like I say, congrats.
Yeah.
But one more little tidbit before we leave on Miami and Indy, or not on Miami and just Miami itself. Every single game they lost this season was off of a Beck interception, and I think they only lost two games, maybe 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. Well, that'd been the third loss.
That was
yeah.
the third
Yeah.
loss. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All of them was off Beck interceptions, bro.
yeah. I mean, again, they only won't go as far as your quarterback often. Beck, even though he had actually a pretty good season, obviously didn't end like he wanted to.
Right.
But I'm sure he'll be all right.
He will,
for sure.
absolutely.
As a 500-year senior. But anyways, this actually I think this is the last COVID year, so we shouldn't really see a lot of COVID, like older quarterbacks. I think this will be not older players.
Time we see this age.
Yeah, the older
Right.
players, I think we're going to see obviously see a lot less of that going forward without the COVID
Mhm.
year. And obviously, who knows? We'll see. But gentlemen, we also had some big coaching, moves going on, and let's just kind of go through a little bit of that. Actually, hold on, let me pull up my notes here because I was trying to get it pull up. Giving
Well,
me,
I
some
do
fun
know
ac-
why you doing. I do know the one. We lost our defensive coordinator, the
Yes,
Tennessee
the
Titans,
Tennessee-
Robert Saleh. I wish you well.
But did he what position he take? He took
No,
head
he's a
coach.
head
No, he
coach,
took
yeah.
the head coach.
He's
Yeah,
a head
He
coach.
took the
Okay.
head coach, and then so we got the head coach. So we obviously we kind of talked to touch base a little bit on the Giants. Obviously, being able to go ahead and get Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with the Harbaugh hire. That's just me. I just feel like
Yeah, I didn't like him going there either. I just thought that I don't know.
I feel like maybe just too much power, right? Like too much, and like I feel I don't know if he's proven that he's the kind of guy that could go and pick players and be the de
I
facto
mean, but they
GM and
got
stuff
they
like that.
got a lot of what they already need anyway. It's
Yeah,
not
well, they
like
got the
he picking the
right.
whole squad. I mean, they got
the quarterback, they got the running back.
yeah, because your man should come back next season healthy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll be able to make it through the whole season with no injuries.
Yeah,
So that's gonna take pressure off of Jackson Dart because he's not gonna be trying to run as much because he can hand it off to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo can do the heavy lifting.
yeah.
And they still got the other
Scatterbo
running back
can-
too.
Yeah. Don't forget that damn defense was not bad.
Oh no, the
Well, the
defense
defensive front,
the defense should be good.
Defensive back end.
So
And I think that's where Harbaugh might excel at because he has defensive mindset. So
well,
yeah.
he was a special teams coach, which is crazy to think about him
Yeah.
going from a special teams
Yeah.
coach, and then I think it'll be really. We'll see who he ends up choosing for his defensive coordinator, and I think that's going to be a big part there.
he may pull Ray Lewis off the couch.
Yeah. Well, maybe, yeah, Ray Lewis. So then let's talk about the Buffalo Bills, who've yet to hire anybody, but surprising news, they fire Sean McDermott.
Yeah, I thought they played him. I thought they did it. That was a scapegoat job to me. I thought the GM, if he was going to go, the GM should have went right along with.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did some great things with that team.
He did.
And they went through a lot of ups and downs. They lost players, had injuries. I mean,
Yeah.
But you got to look at it from another perspective also. If you are the owner and you looking at it and you thinking that, damn, we get so close every year. So maybe you think that he just took you as far as they could take you, man.
Yeah.
So now we got to get somebody else a shot to see if they can get us over the hump.
I think I'm with you guys. I think he's a scapegoat. I don't know if you guys saw the press conference. One of the weirdest press conference, right? So they announced that they're going to keep Bean, their GM, right? So Bean and the head coach, or excuse me, the owner, are sitting up in front of doing this press conference, and they start talking about Keon Coleman, who is still, by the way, on the roster.
right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they basically said the coach and staff forced Keon Coleman on us, right? They're forced. That's not who Bean would have chosen, right?
Yeah.
But then no lie, because the internet doesn't lie, folks. Don't lie to the internet. They will find it.
You
They
better
literally
believe it.
found last year, the draft that Keon Coleman came out, they found a video of Bean talking about how excited he was to pick Keon Coleman and how he's like, hey, I'm glad he ran a 4.5.
But you got to remember when the whole press conference introducing Coleman, he
Yes.
had the cameras all on him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was a funny guy, charismatic guy. You know,
Yep.
said he shop at Macy's when he had the little bubble jacket on.
Yeah.
So come on, man.
It was, I just feel like that's an organization that's going to, because I don't think Sean McDermott's a bad coach. I just feel like they actually had a poor roster, and I feel like that really goes back to the GM. But
and not only that, we got to put some pressure on Josh Allen. He did not play well.
Yeah.
And that
He
team
did not play well in that game.
They had 5 turnovers total, and 4 of them was because of Josh Allen.
Yeah,
It came
he
off
did
his
not play
hand.
well.
Absolutely.
No, that's why he was in tears because he
But-
know he didn't play well.
Well, that's the craziest thing in the world because I was talking to y'all the other day about the double standard, right?
For
Because
sure.
we know damn well if it would have been any other quarterback in the league, it wouldn't have been no sympathy.
Yeah.
Not you got 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Ain't no sympathy for that. But everybody on this planet right now know that Josh Allen is a turnover machine.
Yep.
He's been that since he came into the league.
So what
bro.
I had said while they were playing that game, either you hate him or you love him.
Yeah.
Because he, as well as he can throw 5, he can win the game with you on the last drive.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to take the good with the bad with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
That's just all it is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who will end up the coach over there. We'll see. It's obviously a lot of coaches I'm sure would love to work with Josh Allen, even though obviously he has maybe he gets a little hype more than we.
I just think whoever comes in there, I think now it's time. I ain't gonna say tone them down a lot, but it's time to tone down a lot of the running and all of that. Because those
try to make him stay in the pocket.
not totally, but those are where the turnovers start at.
Yeah.
When you escape the pocket and you're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
but the
lose
craziest
ball,
thing
fumble, you
is-
throw it, you throw an interception, right? All of those turnovers are when he's escaping the pocket.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how many scenarios have you seen where a quarterback, whenever you try to take him from what he's known for doing, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they regress.
You see it almost kill their career. You know what I mean?
Try to make them do.
Yeah,
Make
that's
them
why I
fit
said
into their own
not
hole.
totally, but just
Yeah.
you gotta have them aware, like, hey, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like that play before halftime. You running with the ball loose and knowing people all around you. You run. You just got the ball.
I
Same
think
way with C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm telling him,
CJ
like, come
Stroud.
on, man.
Yeah. Well,
You know what's crazy? And this is just a thought that I had the other day, man. And I don't even know what the hell I was doing. But the only thing I kept thinking was, bro, I don't think CJ Stroud will ever get a ring.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. Because
Right.
and not to knock you, CJ, nothing like that, but when I'm watching his play and I'm watching how he tries to control the game, I'm like, is this the caliber of a quarterback that's gonna go all the way to the Super Bowl and get a ring?
I just think somewhere this year he lost his confidence. I don't know where it happened. I don't know if the concussion messed with him when he went out. Those, I think it was about 4 games or something, 5 games maybe he missed from concussion.
Yeah.
I don't know if that just, I don't know.
He came out and said in a press conference that he said he had to adjust to not having to be a playmaker, to always, to being able to lean on his defense. He said he felt like early in his career, especially, he was always kind of like expected to make a play.
Right.
And so then he just felt like now he's like had to learn, or he gonna have to learn to be a little bit more reliant on his
Better
team.
learn something
So
different.
it was crazy. I was like, yeah, that's kind of a wild comment. But winner, Baltimore Ravens. I mean, come on, they got Jesse Mentor. He's actually
I know Jesse, man.
Jesse Mentor was actually he coming from San Diego, LA Chargers, but he was on the staff, with Harbaugh. But I think that was actually a really good hire.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We got to see what he gonna be able to do with it. But is he So what he was on? What position did he have before he went to head coach?
He's defensive coordinator. So
Okay.
he was the
All right.
defensive coordinator for the Chargers, and he really highly touted when he went with Harbaugh.
Yeah,
His other Harbaugh, because
yeah.
his other Harbaugh.
The Chargers defense was straight.
Yeah, actually played really well. I think played it better than the
Yes.
talent even possibly.
It was just Justin Herbert that didn't live up to the mantra.
But honestly, that's what the Ravens need.
Yeah.
They need somebody to take control of their defense, man, and to put them in a position where they can play a lot better than what they did the last couple of seasons.
They got to get back to the old Ravens defense. But I thought they messed up when they got rid of my man to the Steelers. I knew that defense was going to take a hit when they got rid of Roquan Smith.
Oh, yeah, Roquan. Yeah.
When they got rid of him, I knew that defense was going to take a hit.
And Roquan kind of had some injury, a little bit of.
But he was a leader on that defense, though.
Yeah.
He almost took the reins over like from Terrell Suggs and all that.
Yeah.
So he learned from those big time players.
Oh, the heavy hitters when they was there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he had a different mentality.
Well, now, gentlemen, I have a challenge.
Yes.
A challenge for you if you are willing to accept. So these are the jobs currently that need to be filled for a head coach. And I want you guys to rank them. So still left, you have the Raiders, the Browns, the Steelers, the Cardinals, and the Bills. Which is the first? Which is the last?
I think the Bills.
First and what?
The Bills would
best
be the
option.
first.
Best option.
Yeah, the Bills are the best option.
The Bills.
And then who had? Okay, so Bills number 1.
You got Cardinals, Steelers, Browns, Raiders.
Steelers.
So Bills, Steelers. Because the Steelers, they pretty much got everything they need except for a quarterback.
Right? But that's a hard thing to find.
And then the Cardinals, and then the Raiders will be last.
Oh, Raiders, they going last.
I am going to change it up. I'm going to say Bills, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals.
You saying the Raiders are the best option for a job?
I think so, because, and I'm going to tell you why, because I think they're trying to make some organizational changes over there. You got Tom Brady's kind of help consultant as an owner now. So you've got the number 1 pick. You get to pick, you got your quarterback for the next however many years, right? You got a lot of money. You got a team that's willing to spend. So I think that if you get the right coach and staff in place there, I think they kind of made a mistake thinking Pete Carroll was just going to kind of come in. But I think if they because here's the thing now, if they are smart and they get a young offensive mind, I think that can go a long way, and I think that will change, or a good organizational leader.
I think I'm going to switch mine. I won't say the Raiders last. I forgot about that debacle of the Cleveland Browns. I put them last.
The reason I
I'll
put
put
the
them.
Cardinals last is
I'll
because
put
I
them
think
last.
people don't want. I think the Cardinals ownership probably has the worst reputation of this whole list. But the other thing is I picked and why the Bills. Now Josh Allen's good, but after hearing that owner and the GM, I don't know if you can trust them. As a
Yeah.
head coach, you're coming into this, and yeah, they're going to pick you and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they're up there basically throwing the coach and a player on the team,
They're throwing them under the
throwing
bus.
them under the
Yeah.
bus,
And the only
and making
thing with the
excuses.
Cardinals, well, they got to figure out what they're doing with the quarterback position
Yeah.
for one.
Well, right, because you got Kyler Murray. I mean, that's why I put Cardinals. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got probably
Yeah.
one of the hardest quarterback positions. The Browns. I mean, that's an organization that's been pretty.
But I don't think Kyler gonna play that no more, bro.
Who?
Kyler Murray.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing.
Depends
That's
on the
what you
next
got to
coach. I
find out.
think. I
Yeah.
think the next coach is going to be a big influence on that. But who is the coach that's going to
Right.
take that job? Is a real question.
You done played your last snap here.
Yeah, look, it's looking that way.
You done
Yeah.
played your last snap here,
But
buddy.
And then do they go with Kobe Brissett or are they trying to pick a quarterback? So
right, because I mean,
what's they
they should have about
They
got to be
gotta
in the
have a
top
first-
5. They got to be
Yeah.
in the top 5 with the draft, right?
yeah. But then the question is okay. So Mendoza's going probably to the Raiders, right?
Right.
The problem is then do you pick Ty Simpson, probably the next
No.
best quarterback?
But I don't think they have to get the greatest quarterback to go there. It's gonna be a lot of quarterbacks that come out this year that could potentially.
But that's why I'm saying, do they and wait till next year and hopefully my man out of Oregon has a better year and come
so
out.
you saying wait the
top
next year?
notch.
So you plan on sucking again to be able to get a first round draft?
I mean, they're
pick?
probably going to suck anyways.
Yeah. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
But that's why
But sometimes you ain't got no choice.
I think
gonna
you
be
try.
you gonna be sorry anyway.
I think you keep Kyler Murray. You try to make Kyler Murray work. You find the right coach. Hopefully, that at least is willing to. Hey, let Kyler Murray be my coach or my quarterback. I'll do the best I can with him. Maybe the right coach could come in and fix Kyler Murray.
I think I don't know. I just don't. I look at Kyler Murray like sometimes he just shows me that he don't even want to play for. Sometimes
Kyler Murray not the answer, bro.
I don't know. So
he's not the
we'll
answer.
see.
But I mean, he's just really hit. But I'm saying I've seen worse quarterbacks.
Oh, for sure.
Get more
But
chances.
we letting a lot of precious years go by with Kyler Murray too, though.
Right, but I'm saying to me, if they're going to tank, what's the point in trying to go to Brissett?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you might try and do what you can with Kyler Murray. Maybe he turns it around. Maybe
it's just I guess you got to look at
the
contract situation and what the money is.
Yeah.
With Kyler Murray, like
I mean,
what that looks like.
Yeah, who's going to trade for him, or you're going to have to cut him. I guess really, does it save you enough money and change enough of your circumstances? Because obviously, I think the other option for quarterback isn't going to be an available one to them because you guys aren't going to trade your backup quarterback to them.
No. Not cross division.
Not in the division. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I think some of these other organizations, obviously, yeah, you might say, hey, you know what? I'll send them to, whatnot to see if that works. So, we'll see. It's just going to interesting coaching cycle continues. I'm excited personally, too, by the way. I think we landed a good one in Christian Parker. I was going to say, they call him CP.
That's the guy from the Philly, right?
He is the secondary coach from Philly. And I'm just pumped. A lot of good things I hear about him. I hear he kind of like people say. I mean, obviously nobody's calling him Sean McVay on a defensive side. Kind of like, but he said he has a memory like Sean McVay. He has a photographic memory. He can recall plays from years ago. He can, actually in the booth, he would go into the booth and they would ask him like, during a game, he'd be like, hey, here's what I'm seeing. Here's 4 actionable things we can do to change to, in-game, make some in-game adjustments. So here's some great things about him. Obviously, he's never called a defense before. He's only 30 in a while. But what I am really excited, too, is that we actually, through a wide net, we tried to find the best people that we could hire or that we could talk to. And then this guy who's just everybody raves about and everybody said was going to be a DC at some point, man, he could be a find, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Off-season talk already for the Cowboys. But, hey, it just is what it is, I guess all of us are an off-season talk, so you got to find a defensive coordinator too. So
and I think that right now the top candidate is just staying within and hiring Gus Bradley.
I just don't know if Gus Bradley's the guy.
Gus Bradley has been he has been with us for a while now.
Yeah.
Some people say AJ Wright may get a shot.
Yeah,
And
some
he's
young.
he's young, but he's played with Seattle, the
Yeah,
Legion of Boom defense. He's a defensive the linebackers coach.
Yeah.
But Gus Bradley just knows the system because he was an assistant coach. So I don't know if he's capable. We'll see. But that's just rumor saying he's a candidate. And they're gonna get him. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, 100%. So
we'll see.
I'm curious to see myself. Well, let's talk about these games that happened last
Ugh.
week and these playoff games, and let's talk about who we picked and
Ugh.
what we saw in the game. But let's start off with we're gonna start. You want to start with who?
Start with mine.
You want to start? Just get the.
For one, I'll just say this: as the season over with, I'll commend us. We overachieved with all what we went through, but at the same time, we were not prepared for the energy of Seattle because they had a bye week and they showed really why they were the number one seed. They backed it up, the same time 2 weeks ago when they beat us 13-3. They backed it up and put way more points up. It was over when it started.
Yep.
They just showed that they were the more talented team at the time because we wasn't healthy. They were fully healthy, rested, and they was hungry and they wanted it, and they proved why they were the number one seed. So they looked very good against us. The only thing I did say to people, did they just do that because we're the rivalry? We don't like each other. And can they duplicate that against the Rams? That's the only thing. That energy is what I'm saying. So we gonna see, but that's the only thing I got on that. Y'all gonna keep expounding on the game if y'all want to.
Yeah.
I don't. You can go ahead, Joe.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I mean, this is kind of how I thought that game could go.
Yeah.
And I felt like just with you guys losing George Kittle, like you said, the injuries just kind of, that power station that you guys got next to your, finally got you guys the power you guys, but it didn't energize you. It depleted you.
It took it away.
It took that power away. It must be something. Maybe that's what's sucking the power out of the players. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, Ford obviously hobbled up, but that Seahawks defense, man, is legit.
Absolutely.
Look. Marcus Lawrence is playing like he's a new person, bro.
Dude, when we lost because D-Law, I love D-Law in Dallas.
Always.
But him and Micah Parsons didn't get along. Him and Trevon Diggs didn't get along. And now none of them are with us.
Listen, and both of them gone somewhere else. I wish we would have kept Lawrence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I wish we did have him. But that being said, that not just only that, I think that defense, just as the way they play collectively, and you could see they are hungry for this. And I don't think it's just even to beat the Niners. I think it's just they're hungry to get this win.
And I got to give shout-outs to their head coach, man, McDonald. He came from the Ravens, so they got that same style. They look like the old Ravens.
Yes, the old Ravens. Yes,
they look good,
man. And they're hitting. I want to say, too, because, the only thing that, in going to the next game, I'll be curious to see, and we'll talk a little bit about that, was the Charbonnet injury. To lose Charbonnet, and Walker's amazing, but that two-headed monster you have is now really going to be a one-headed monster.
Definitely.
Walker gonna carry the load.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He gonna carry the load.
Yeah. And
they definitely put it. They put it on us. But like I said, they got We'll get into the upcoming games, but so I'll speak more on that. So we can go to the next one.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one. We'll talk about the Rams because obviously you brought it up. That'll be.
Hold on, man. I didn't give you.
No, that's why I said go ahead. No, that's why I was saying go ahead.
I didn't know if you needed a minute, James.
At first you said go ahead, Joe.
No, just get in the corner.
Go ahead.
No, only thing I picked up. I don't rock with the 49ers a lot this year because I like the Niners, right? I'm a Cowboys fan at heart, but I got love for the Niners. But the crazy thing is, I saw how many injuries they had, man. And I knew for a fact, at some point, man, having, like I told Rez the other day, that the postseason is for the best of the best, right? It's for the big dogs. Yep. So whenever your whole team is out, everybody hurt, you got all your big dogs and they on the sideline dressed in street clothes because they hurt. At some point in time, it's going to catch up with you. It's going to have to, because in the postseason, like I say, it's reserved for the greats.
That's what I had said weeks ago when we lost Fred. That's when I said, we can still do whatever. But in the playoffs, you need your superstars.
You need the
Yeah.
dogs.
And if you ain't got your superstars, you're not
Right.
going far.
That's what matters.
Yeah, you need the dogs. And then even when it come down to Seattle, I'm not saying that they not good because obviously they are official. They the number one seed for a reason because they've been playing teams like this all season long.
Yep.
Right. But also that's a rivalry. That's a division game. So you already knew how it was gonna go as far as they was gonna come and they was gonna play with their best. They was gonna put everything on the table and show you exactly what they had when they playing against a division rival.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you knew how it was gonna be, but 49ers couldn't counter it because hell, the whole team is hurt.
Yeah.
So you can't go up against a team like that and make it look like something, make it look good because everybody's hurt. So do I think they'll look like that against the Rams? I don't think they'll look like they did against a team where the whole team is hurt. No, I don't think they're gonna look like that.
Right.
But I think them versus the Rams will be a good game, but I do think Seattle will come out victorious. Like I'm picking Seattle to win that game, but I'm not gonna pick them to beat the damn Rams by no 30-something points.
Right.
Whatever the score was of y'all game,
41-6.
41. It's not gonna look like that.
Yeah.
Because the Rams not hurt like that. The Rams, they got majority of their key players.
Yeah, and Devontae Adams back.
Yeah, Devontae back, and then you saw they keep trying to put him in the mix because they keep targeting him. So they trying to put him in the mix. Next week or this weekend, whenever they play, it's gonna be a hell of a game. But I feel like Seattle gonna come out on top of that one.
Okay, so we're calling it a roof. Okay. Well, Rams, Bears. I mean, obviously, we just talked a little bit about the Rams.
That one hurt.
That was I picked the Rams with that one because Chicago. Don't get me wrong, they've played good this year, but their defense, they need help on defense.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I just thought the more experienced team would find a way to win, and that was the Rams.
Yeah, 100%. James.
But their defense, hell, number one in what turnovers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes,
they did a great
yeah.
job in turnovers.
Yeah.
No, absolutely
So-
did turnovers. I think.
But it's just that again, we talk about the playoffs, and then you get deep in the playoffs.
yeah,
Those superstars elevate, and
yeah,
they matter.
They do. And like I say, of course, I went with the Bears, right? Because I really, truly wanted to see the Bears get in there because they done had a decent season, bro. And you can't take nothing away from them. And Caleb Williams is an absolute monster.
Yes. I think they'll be back. I think they'll be right back in the mix.
Yeah.
They
They'll be back in the
like I
playoffs
said,
next
they
year.
young. They young, and they exceeded expectations, I believe.
Absolutely. And we've seen Caleb Williams do nothing but get better and better.
yeah.
His first season, it was looking rough. He came back this year,
Oh yeah, he's got the right coach now.
100% turnaround.
Because he's going to give them more and more next year, so they'll be even better next year.
Oh,
Making
yeah, absolutely.
throws. Like Caleb is a monster, man.
Made the best. I mean, probably the best throw of the season. To be honest with you, in
yeah.
this game.
She had two of them this year.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be going like 25, 30 yards back, and then to just arm it
and
to
drop
the tight end
dime.
is unbelievable.
I'm
But
talking about dropped in the bucket. He didn't even
Yeah.
have to go try to stretch out or nothing for it. He dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah,
He had that one, and then the one in the previous game with Moore,
Yeah.
DJ Moore.
and dropped it in. Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
But listen, the Bears, they had plenty of opportunities.
oh yeah,
Oh, for
absolutely.
sure.
I mean, really, they did 100%. Now, I think if they get a little better on defense,
Yeah, they had a
I would
that's
be
all it
surprised
is.
if they added just another wide receiver. I mean, Odunze. I mean,
Yeah.
they have a lot of guys, but I don't know if they have a guy like
I don't know if like Mooney is good, but I think they can get somebody better than
and
that.
DJ Moore's not the. I mean, he
Right.
played a
But
good game.
you know
but he didn't have the.
But I do want to say something about DJ Moore, though, bro, about that last play of the game. A lot of quarterbacks throw off anticipation, right? So you go over drills over and over in practice. You got expectations of where players should be. So sometimes when a quarterback let the ball go, he letting it go because he's throwing with anticipation because this is where you should be. When you watch that last play of the game, that turnover, that pick, DJ Moore gave up on the route.
Yeah, I think in his mind, the double coverage was there, and he didn't think Caleb was going to throw it.
Yeah.
That's what
But listen,
believe.
even if you think he not, you still gotta finish the route.
Yeah.
You can't cut the route short because cutting the route short, worst case scenario, right? Or worst case scenario is when he threw a pick and the game was over with. Because all they needed to do was get in field goal range because the other team had already possessed the ball.
Oh yeah.
So all they had to do was get in field goal range, kick a field goal. But worst case scenario, or not second, I guess second case scenario
Yeah.
was you don't finish the route, you give up the pick, but if you finish the route, you could at least been in position to play defense, knock the ball down, or even if you didn't catch the ball, it wouldn't have been a turnover.
Because the cornerback made a play like the wide receiver. Because he broke on the ball and made the play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
DJ Moore, I mean, I ain't trying to fault you for it, bro, but you got to finish the route, man.
Definitely.
You got to finish the route because, you potentially cost your, because I don't know, what down was that? Second down, maybe? First or second down?
No, I think that was fourth.
It might have been.
No, it wasn't fourth.
I have to go back and
not on that pick.
I thought it was.
I thought it was second or third, maybe.
Okay,
But I don't think it was a final down. I don't think it could have been fourth down. You could be right.
So you could have potentially. I don't think it was fourth. Maybe if it was, but if it wasn't, you could have potentially lived for another play.
Let's see.
That could have put you in. A matter of fact, you might have been able to kick a field goal from where the hell you was at because you were moved down the field, and you could have won the game, and you could have been going to play this weekend.
Yeah, because I think
to try to get into the Super Bowl.
I think I was saying they could have got the first down. They didn't have to.
I know. I was trying to see
go deep for it or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I was trying to see too, but it didn't have that last play. Yeah, it didn't have that last one. Anyways, I mean, either way, I mean, I definitely think that was a tough way to go out. But like you said, plenty of time. They could turn that around, get back next year. I think they got the right coach, put a few more pieces in place. But then we had, was probably one of my favorite games, maybe my favorite game of the weekend. So then we had Texans Patriots.
I don't know what happened to your brother, but you just was real reckless with the football. I mean, D'Amico Ryans just kept looking at you like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, just take the sack, live to go another down, or punt it off, whatever.
Yeah. With that defense.
Man, look, only thing you have to do is not give the game away. The defense is going to keep you in it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on for y'all start with that. Caleb Williams threw the costly interception on second.
But yeah, I mean, that Patriots team too, got to take back the going back to Texas Patriots. Boy,
Patriots look good, man.
May played really well in this game, and
he did.
I know he had a few, but just to play against that defense, right? To throw 3 touchdowns. I mean, he didn't have like 16 to 27, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Now, obviously, I think he did have some turnovers on the side.
Yeah, I think he lost the ball, but then you had the weather going on too. So
and that defense was just busy.
But listen, same thing I said all year long. The only reason that Houston is relevant or in any games is because of the defense, bro.
Yeah.
The defense has kept them alive all the way to the postseason, to where they had a potential to go almost all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Because of the defense.
Then you just have to play smart football as the quarterback.
Absolutely.
You can't give the ball away.
All Caleb had to do, it's okay, a quarterback in his situation, right? The only thing you got to do is manage the game.
That's it.
You don't have to go out there and try to throw no 100-yard bombs. You ain't got to do none of that.
But I think that's the problem he has. He's so used to that first year he has such success. You think you can duplicate that. But you got to know when to do those things.
Okay.
Right.
How many times have we seen that scenario? To where, oh my God, they first season, boy, they absolutely outstanding.
It was really good when he first came out.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To be honest, that scenario.
To be honest with you, they shouldn't have been in this game, because if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers, just couldn't really do nothing.
Couldn't do shit.
They would have been home then. He had a terrible game in that game.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's good a little bit of that Houston, that defense. Jalen Petre, the slot.
He's number 5, but number
4.
4. Yeah, he was a safety. They moved him up the slot. But that dude.
No, listen.
He hit.
That boy a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he ain't the biggest person on the field.
No.
But when I say it, but that's why we was talking about college earlier. We was talking about your man coming off the edge. He like 5.
Pons, you talking about corner?
7,
yeah.
However tall
5,
he is.
5'9", 170.
But he almost remind me of him because he's small too.
Right.
But when I say he coming through, he laying wood.
Yeah.
See, I always tell people that front 4 could generate pressure, and then you got good linebackers.
Yeah, you said.
Right, them corners can cheat all day long.
Yeah.
They can play up. They can watch the quarterback, what he do, a lot of things like that, because they know he ain't going to have all day to throw back.
No, he got to get the ball up out of there.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I mean, that's why I think when you talk about trends in the NFL too, and you go back and you look at slot corner, one of those positions that, we don't really talk about in the NFL, probably one of the most challenging positions. But you see a guy like Jalen Petrie, you start making other teams go like, maybe we need a slot guy. Maybe
Yeah.
we hadn't been paying attention to the slot, and
Yep.
so everybody starts looking for that guy. Like going back to Miami, they got that
Yeah.
one Keontae Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Physical, hits, anticipates, and when he anticipates, he
But
can pick the ball.
you need somebody like that on your defense,
they
right?
they set the tone, really.
That's how my man
Yeah.
got his name for the Niners. They moved him, so he didn't have a great year this year. But when he got his name playing the slot, Lenore was
Lenore.
playing the slot,
Yeah,
and he was
bringing
getting
that
busy.
attitude.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So I'm curious to see how that'll impact. If that'll push some guys, maybe that more look like slot corners, maybe
Mhm.
push them up the draft boards, kind of as we lead into.
And that's what our rookie plays now that had a great year, Upton Stout.
Stout.
Yeah. So
So then we had what led to Sean McDermott's firing Bills Broncos
yeah, that
divisional round. Really a
that-
hell of a game. I mean, 33-30.
Yeah, look, they cheated the Bills, but hey, we got to move on from it. But it was a bad call.
I've never understood.
It was a bad call.
I mean, I will say this. I don't know what a catch is.
No, but they broke it down, bro. They broke it down.
Yeah.
But I'm saying those two plays, when you look at it, because you're talking about two different games.
I know what you're talking about.
The other one, whenever you look at the play, he made a football move, and his knee went down before the ball came out. The other play, it was completely different. It wasn't the same play at all.
Well,
So,
yeah.
That's why it was.
I think it was complicated because the viewing angle wasn't there because the guy was draped over him and flipped, so you couldn't see because Cook's knee was down.
Right.
But the body, my man, the defender's body was over him so much you couldn't really see.
Right.
But his
Cooks
back
had
hit the ground.
No, my man. What I'm saying is when he flipped over, then he took the ball, but Cooks was already down.
Right.
Because
down.
his back.
And
That's
what
I'm saying.
And he had the ball, right?
Okay.
But then the ball came out because then the defender, while they were down, he pulled it out and he came up with it.
So let me ask you another question, right? Say if no defender is on him at all. He goes to the ground, but the ball come out whenever he hitting the ground and coming back up. He don't possess the ball.
That's incomplete.
That's incomplete pass because the ball goes to the ground.
Because it hit the ground.
Because he didn't continue it to catch.
Because
you have to possess it the entire time.
So
okay, I'm gonna go back to the Devontae Adams catch because that's the other one in the other game that they called. Devontae his knee was down and he had it, but it was simultaneously, and he ripped it out of his hand. But they called it a catch.
But they didn't call it because his knee was down.
But my man knee was down.
He landed on his back.
No, his knee was down before he landed on his back. My man, when he flipped, that's when Cook's back hit the ground and they flipped.
Just go back and watch
I'm
the play
telling
again.
you, when you look at it, Cook's knee was down, but the guy was over him and flipped over.
Joe, pull it up on that TV right there.
Yeah.
I know they got it.
What's that?
Yeah.
Pull up that play.
Now
the
the camera angles show you what they want you to see, but if they show you it at the same time, his knee is down. Now, I think what happened was they couldn't really see because the guy's body was draped over, so they really couldn't make a definitive answer. Like, did he have possession?
Right. I will say this, and this is it's not even weather and all that stuff, but it was just a rush that, like, right after it happened, this is a game-changing play, right?
Yeah.
And they just pressed on like, hey, let's just keep moving on.
And then I'll show you during the season, all through the season, you can look at a lot of games where defender and receiver flipping with each other. They both got hands on the ball, and then the defender get it. Right. They roll on the ground. They'll say tie. That's when they come up with the statement, tie goes to the receiver.
Right.
So why make that statement if that's not the case?
If both go to the ground,
So that's the only thing I'm saying.
I mean, even if the defender
they
rolls
call
up,
the things
pulls it
different, and that's what it was. It's like you got different statements. Like, what is a tie goes? What is that? A tie goes to the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a crazy game. I'd have to look and see if I could find this specific play. But either way, I mean, I watched that play, I don't even 1,000 times on Twitter. So I mean, it just, to me, I just felt like, hey, why rush it? So then it just gives the look of like it looks like, hey, we're just trying to rush through this. And maybe it was just because they're like, hey, there's
said it
nothing we
before.
can come up with that.
Okay, well let's go back some years ago just to get y'all opinion or answer.
Yes, Des caught it.
That you see where I was going, right? But see that ball, I say he didn't catch it. And you know why I didn't? I said
You say he didn't or
yeah,
he did?
he didn't. The reason why I said he didn't, because when he had that ball in his left hand, that ball rolled on the ground.
Yeah, but he had made a football move. He'd already taken a few steps and then went to the
No, you
ground.
got, but that's what I'm saying. You got to you got to complete it to the ground. When it hit the ground, the ball rolled. Even though it popped back up, he got repossession of it, but it had already hit the ground.
No, but he'd already taken a few steps. So it'd be like if the receiver caught it, took 2-3 steps, then went to the ground, and the ball came loose and he got
But
possession.
he made
then
a
it'd be
dive.
like
He made a diving catch. That's
fumble.
he made a diving catch. So you're already going to the ground. So that's why you had to complete it to the ground. That was a diving catch.
That was a catch. Okay.
I know what you're saying.
That was a catch.
I know what you're saying.
I don't care. I'll go to
Dan
my
called it
grave with
too.
that catch. I'm going for the damn crap.
But I say all of that to say that's what I mean. They changed the rules on so many different catches.
Right. That it just
They
like
change it.
we
That's
still
what I'm saying.
don't
If you're
know.
gonna call it fair all over
Right.
the ground.
we still don't know what a catch is. But what else you guys have from that game? Bills Broncos. I mean, obviously there wasn't.
But
Yeah,
he played
Josh
a
Allen. Yeah.
there's the throw that to the tight end where he was wide open, you
Yep.
overthrew it.
Yep.
Even that
Are you talking about the
pass,
one that could have went over the top or touchdown?
Yeah.
even the pass that was not a catch and was intercepted.
Yep.
That was underthrown.
Right.
So he just
Oh
then
no!
he,
Listen, he could have
yeah.
won that game,
listen, he had plenty of
bro.
opportunities.
Listen, whenever I think we talking about the same play, when a tight end was standing held, he might have been on the 2-yard line.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he sailed the ball on it. Went over top. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Well, hell, if he would have hit him, he
Yeah.
wouldn't be going through none
Yeah,
of this.
going
'Cause
through
And
anything,
all
you
this
can
stuff was
go back
unnecessary."
to the other game where they were supposed to. No, that was that game where he could have won it with the 2-point conversion,
Yes.
and he missed it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. And I think it just goes back to I'm curious to see if it'll come out. Maybe Josh Allen's a little hurt. I don't know. I felt like he missed some throws that maybe he would have
yeah,
made
for
normally. So, and he had I think they said 3 injuries, but I wonder if maybe the injuries were a little bit more. So I wonder if maybe he was trying to compensate on his throws by overpowering his throws because he
Could
felt like maybe he had lost a little bit on
Yeah.
some injuries. Because I mean, he took an ass kicking pretty
Yeah,
much in
but
the playoffs.
I thought in that game this was one of the games where he just did too much. He tried to be the hero
Well,
too much.
What game has he not had to try to be Superman in?
Yeah.
The
Because
defense
this
isn't
is the
that
wrong
good.
one to do it in, though.
Right, and the Bills don't. The defense isn't that good.
This is the wrong one to do it. I just thought this game he pressed the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He pressed the whole time.
yeah, 100%.
They definitely had some opportunities to win that game.
Yeah.
Yes, plenty.
Well, let's talk about the Broncos. Broncos defense showed actually. Can I be frank? I think the Broncos defense looked like they could be beat.
Yes.
I felt like they definitely had. I mean,
Yes.
to give up 30 points and stuff like that, right? But
Yeah.
now, the defense looks like maybe there's, not maybe that they have some holes or
Listen,
some
they
exposure.
better get that other cornerback some help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because the
because-
cornerback, the cornerback's looking rough. The linebackers look like they could be played on, and I will say that
because Greenlaw look a little slow out there.
Greenlaw. Yeah, I mean, they just coverage wise, I felt like the linebackers really struggled with some coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at,
'Cause I just think Greenlaw never was healthy this whole year.
yeah.
So I think he's a step slower. He's not what
Well,
he used
came
to
up,
be.
and he's coming off a few injuries.
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
So-
He's not what he used to be.
right. So I mean, and then now, I mean, gentlemen, come on, they lost their quarterback on the freakiest, weirdest.
Yeah.
Well, when we get to these thoughts.
So we got Stidham, right?
I got
Stidham's
some
going to be
thoughts.
starting. Bo Nix is out,
I
got
some
hurt,
thoughts.
broke his, I
Yes.
think it broke like a foot bone or something like that.
Yeah, ankle, some
An ankle
bone,
bone or something
yeah.
like that.
He had
So,
to have surgery.
well, no, let's get into it. Let's talk about
Yeah.
coming up some of
We
these
only
games
got
right
two.
here. Because
Hey,
basically
we got
we're picking
two,
our
baby.
Super Bowl
It's
picks right
almost
here.
over.
So
got two.
we'll just jump right into that game.
Okay.
Patriots Broncos. Just go ahead and let's
Well,
give it to the people straight.
They playing
going-
in Mile High.
I'm going with the Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Going Broncos.
I think Sean Payton gonna have, because I tell people this, and I know it's been a couple years since my man played, but when he played well.
But who is
Stidham.
who? What's his name?
Stidham.
I can't remember his first name, but last name Stidham.
Yeah, I think it's Jared Stidham.
But the
or
Patriots
something.
drafted him to replace Tom Brady, but it didn't work out. and then they traded him,
Yeah.
and and all of that. But then he went to the Raiders
Yeah.
for a while, and he played well with the Raiders. Started out, then it just went down.
So you think he got enough to get past the
I think
Patriots?
Sean Payton will have him ready to do just enough, and I think the youth of the Patriots. I hate to say it, Drake May might make a costly turnover that loses this game. I'm
Okay.
going with the Broncos.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, whenever you lose your quarterback, right, I feel like that'll let some wind out of you. And I feel like, not saying that they're not going to go in there and play good because they still playing for something. They definitely want it. But I don't know. I hadn't seen this other dude really play like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if his quarterback play is going to be good enough to get past the Patriots defense, because that damn Patriots defense is humming.
Yes.
So to come in at this point of the season and think that this man is about to come out here and perform like a superstar, and he ain't took a snap all year. So I just, for that simple fact that they lost their biggest piece who been guiding them through this whole season, I'm going to go with the Patriots, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Patriots.
And I want to go with the Patriots too. I just,
Yeah.
for some reason,
No, look, he might.
I just think they'll have enough. And it's not just saying because of him. I just think the defense will have a game plan and enough.
But listen, the defense is official. But we also saw them give up them the 30 points last week.
Right.
It might have been 30. It was 30 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know the theme of this year NFL season.
Defense.
Don't worry about what you did last week.
Yeah,
the
right.
week before.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
No, 100%.
This is a different game, and they in Mile High still now. It's the championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to see which team can stop the run, which team's going to run. I think that's going to be a big part of it. But I think you're going to still require that your quarterback's I mean, both defense are great, right? Both the New
Yes.
England Patriot and the Denver defense, both of them extremely good. But I think if you're going to have to count on your quarterback to make some plays, and I think that May is going to be the guy who's going to end up making a play. I think they're going to have to help the tackle out a little bit and keep some of that pressure off of them. But I do think hopefully they lean on that run game, and when they need the time, May's Vrabel's going to have them guys hitting. They're going to be physical.
Oh, for sure.
They're definitely whoever this young quarterback, because again, a young quarterback. And you think about Stidham, right? He's coming into a championship playoff game. First game back. Hey, by the way, not just a regular season
for
football
sure.
game.
Yeah,
So
go to
hey,
the
if we
Super
lose
Bowl.
today,
For sure.
we're all going to Cancun. So
For
give me
sure.
Drake May. I think Drake May is going to come in, play his what off. I think he's going to look cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Yeah.
Well, one more scenario before we move to the next one, though. The only way I feel like the Broncos may win this game is if the entire game they don't put the quarterback in a situation where he got to do nothing.
That's why I said
Right.
Sean Payton is a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have him ready.
Who did
So,
he win the Super Bowl with? So just remember, he won a Super Bowl.
But yeah, they was an offensive minded team, and they didn't
Yeah,
have-
that was a juggernaut,
Yeah.
offensive juggernaut back in the day with Drew Brees and them guys. But yeah, so we'll see. Sean,
Yeah.
maybe
Hopefully it's a good game. I just don't want
Hey,
to.
nah, I mean,
I know you want it to be a good game, but I know deep down inside,
It's going to be a tough one.
Definitely gonna be a
It's
tough
gonna
one.
be a
I
tough
just
one.
don't know why. I just got that feeling. Then I'm
Okay.
going to do
So
enough.
I'm going to go ahead and make up Ron's pick. Ron will be picking the Denver.
Oh.
Ron's not here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Broncos for him.
Well, he ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
ain't no
so
need to quit
I'm
on
gonna
him
go ahead-
now.
I'm gonna go ahead and he's riding
ain't
until
no
the
need-
wheels come
you
off.
can't
Yeah, he might that'll be hanging out in Cancun with him. So one of the two.
But you know what's
Wow.
crazy? And I'm going to give Ron credit. Ron been saying this all season before the season even started. He said the Broncos is going to the Super Bowl.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? So, hell, if they happen to get past this game and go to the Super Bowl, even if they don't, it's still kudos because they had a hell of a season.
Yeah,
For
no,
sure.
100%. So Rams Seahawks. All right.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go first this time.
Rams, Seahawks. And what they playing in?
They're playing in Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle's got home
Seattle.
field advantage.
I mean, to be honest, man, the way I've been seeing Seattle play, it's gonna be hard to pick against them because I don't think me personally, hell, I don't think the Rams should have been beat. I think they should have been beat. So I'm going with Seattle over the Rams, man.
So you're going Seattle
I'm
over
going
Rams?
Seattle, yeah.
Seattle?
Okay.
Indeed. He going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
I knew you were going with the
I'm going with
Rams.
the Rams because in my mind, I'm telling y'all, Seattle got jacked for that game against the Niners.
But that's what I was saying to you too.
But see, the thing about the Rams, they got offensive power. And Stafford ain't scared of that defense. And on top of that, Sam Darnold sees ghosts from the Rams. Every time he faced the Rams, he mess up.
Yeah.
So not only that, but I just think I want to pick Seattle. I do. I really do. Because I like the way they defense play. But it's something about Stafford.
Boy, looking like the Legion of Boom out there.
It's something about Stafford, though, boy, and Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. And that running game. It's something about him, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I'm going Rams.
But let's go back to y'all game. Was JSN?
Yes.
Oh, Jackson.
They didn't even involve this man in the entire game.
That's my point. But I think
he had a couple big
you know
catches.
why? Because I think you know why?
Nowhere near like
you know why? Because they played against us and they knew our run defense wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And so Sam Darnold didn't have to do much. See, in this game, Sam Darnold gonna have to play.
Yeah, but this game JSN gonna show up.
Sam Darnold gonna have to play.
So
he's gonna have to play.
Well,
so that's why I just say I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay. Well, Reggie, I'm gonna make you feel good about your picks because I'm gonna tell you something, and this is kind of funny. So, do you guys know who Oz Perlman is?
Oz Perlman.
He's the dude who does the NFL videos where he makes players. He picks and tells them scores, and he's like a mind reader, right? He's a mentalist, and that's his magic trick, right? So this year he was with the Rams. He went to the Rams, and one of the things he did, he had Matthew Stafford throwing the ball around, and then he had Devontae Adams visualize essentially the Super Bowl, and he picked who Devontae Adams would be who they would be playing. They picked the Denver Broncos with the score of the game to be 24-14. So there's a chance that Oz Perlman may pull off the greatest trick ever if it's Rams Broncos in the Super Bowl and the score ends up being 24-14. Guys, I don't know, but you might want to throw some money on that. Oz Perlman probably has some money on it. Maybe he got the script early. I don't know. Maybe. But Devontae Adams, he literally picked the score, and he said 24-14 was because that's what Devontae Adams visualized in his mind, right? So it could be Broncos and Rams. I personally see the Seahawks and Patriots, so I'm picking against Oz Perlman. Oz, if you're watching this, you're probably not, or you're in my mind, maybe. I don't know. But if you haven't watched Oz Perlman, seriously, the mentalist, go watch his videos. I promise you, whatever he's going to do, you still won't figure out what the hell he's doing because I don't know how he does what he does. But that being said, I'm picking against Oz Perlman. Probably a dumb choice, so I'm probably going to be wrong. But I'm picking Seahawks to win this one. I just feel like this Seahawks defense is
legit.
They definitely legit.
Humming, and I feel like they don't need Sam Darnold to necessarily make a huge play, but they just need him to make enough plays, and they could put obviously that running game, which is underrated down to if Kenneth Walker, as long as Kenneth Walker shows
who's the third string running back?
I can't remember. I think it was number 22, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
No, not number 20. That's Shaheed.
Shaheed, man, that's Shaheed, and that's the other second part. Like that's we got to put it into this.
But let's go back to
that running because what's the first thing they did to you guys?
Yes,
is they ran back that touchdown.
But that's
Shaheed.
That was
that special teams is
the last time the Rams Seattle played in Seattle. Y'all remember that?
It was
that thriller game, 38-37.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
but before that, Seattle won.
Yeah,
and it was
listen. We talked about this other day.
That's
both of the games that they played this season.
Tight.
That's my point.
They was both. One was 19-21, and the other one was 37-38.
Yeah,
right.
So it's gonna be a hell of a game. So it could go either way.
Yeah. I mean,
I just think they can't play. See, only reason why I'm picking the Rams, and this is the main reason why. I don't think they can play the style of defense they played against us because Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
See, you can't stack up in there, and he got two running backs and two tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kyron Williams. No, absolutely. I mean, I'm with you. I could
just
absolutely
saying.
see the Rams winning. I just feel like that Seahawks defense is humming. I
It
feel
is.
like the Seahawks defense not only just humming, but I feel like the Rams, if you look at their performances, they really could have lost to the Bears. They really should have probably lost to the Bears.
Knows the teams I hate to play in a championship game.
Right.
You hate to play
But then you go back to
because
earlier, the Panthers. They
never
should have lost.
mind
They could have lost to the Panthers.
Never mind all games. You
I
got to
know,
play
right?
this.
You got to play this one. But I'm just
See,
saying.
and now you might see the Rams we know.
Yeah.
And Sean McVay gonna have something and
we met. Yeah. I mean, they both know each other really well. Right? So
it's not gonna be no blowout. It's gonna be a tight game to the end.
Yeah.
What are both of those games on Sunday, or they got one Saturday, one Sunday?
Nah, they both Sunday.
Both Sunday, yeah. So
3:30
Saturday
and
football's
6:30, I
over.
believe.
So yeah, football.
Okay.
I think it's 3 and 6:30, something like that.
Yeah.
They got us all set up two in a row, and then we out of there.
Yeah. All right, and that's it.
Just
then we gotta have 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl.
Yes, I mean the worst. Absolutely.
But no, it's bad now because
Nobody cares about
it's
that
no
game.
competition.
Only thing I'll usually look at during that weekend is maybe one of the flag football.
Oh, the
like
flag
that,
football.
you know, but the game itself.
I think actually they should just turn it into a skill game and then just go like, kind of like they have the dunk contest and I mean like the NBA All-Star game. Get rid of that too. I mean, because the NFL and the NBA, nobody cares about the
do something in the line of like Major League Baseball through the home run derby or something.
A catch contest, a 40-yard dash race or something like that.
Or like Caleb Williams in a contest, the furthest throw to a touchdown to the end zone, something like that.
Absolutely, 100%. So I love that. Well, gentlemen, we did it again.
Yes, indeed.
We made it to Thursday.
Again.
We haven't been canceled yet.
People, we are back 2026.
We're back 2026. That's right.
We getting it in. We getting better.
Hey.
Appreciate your support.
Indeed. And shout out to our sponsors, man.
Yes, sponsors. Thank you. Hey, to all of our sponsors, Golson Auto Shop. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Golson Auto Shop there, James?
You need some repairs done, fender benders, insurance claims. Anything like that along those lines, man. It's repairs, major, minor. You can follow them on Instagram, Ghost's Auto Shop. Go on there, got the link to where you can send all your information to where if you need some repairs, you can send everything to it.
Golson Auto Shop just hooked my car up.
Get it taken care of.
Got them hoses taken care of. BMW.
Yes,
I'm mad at you. You put some cheap hoses on my damn wife's car trying to get us killed. I don't know. Anyways, no, seriously, James, they Golson Auto Shop, they hooked us up. But don't forget about the Our Town team of Carolina Living Associates. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling. Hey, the market actually is picking back up. So you've been thinking about selling your house, make it happen. Give me a call.
Yes.
704-634-5294. I'm gonna throw my number out there. Don't be calling ladies. I know. No, I'm just kidding. If you call my wife,
you gotta boot them off.
She'll beat you up. Okay.
If you call it better,
or she'll sell it, or she'll sell you. Yeah, or she'll sell me. One of the two. I don't know, but yes. But then Reggie, why don't you tell us about our future
My Perception LLC. My Perception LLC. All your attire, hoodies, scullies, t-shirts, anything to promote your business, support your business, to get it out there. Just hit us up on Instagram, My Perception LLC, and we'll get it all taken care of.
I think you'll start seeing, hopefully we'll have some of that coming up here soon, some swag gear.
Absolutely.
We'll be able to hook you guys up too with some swag gear.
Coming.
So we're going to come up with some nice merch. Put a link once it's available. But hey, cheers, gentlemen. We did it. Again, we survived. Hey, I hope, again, be safe, like, subscribe.
Yes, indeed.
While you're sitting in the snow ice storm, but
share.
Yeah, be safe. Stay off the road.
Yeah, stay at home.
Nothing's important, right?
Listen.
Get your bottle, get you some good food, play some games, sit at the house, watch
stay
TV.
At home.
Please stay at home.
There's a lot of good series out there. Just watch some TV and sit this one out.
Yeah, sit this one out. Wait till it thaws out, and then we'll see you on the next time on the Pole House.
Adios.